Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Welcome to the garden. Welcome to Garden Conversations with Rose. Today being September 19th, 2022. Today is a public holiday, and I hadn't been on my morning walk in several months. When I woke up this morning and looked at the sky, I was so enthralled. I couldn't help myself, and I thought, why am I still at home? I need to get out there. Yes, I was in my yard, and that's always a good thing, being out in the open there. But the idea of moving away, walking around in another open space always thrills me. So here I am on my morning walk. And as I just said, today is a public holiday on account of Queen Elizabeth II being buried today. So in honor of her service, or her being the titular head of state of the nation of Antigua Barbuda, we are here on a public holiday. And I'm thinking about her being honored in this fashion, having lived to the ripe old age of 96, having served for 70 years. And honor is always a good thing. And it had me thinking about we ourselves as humans, how much we need to honor ourselves. Honor ourselves in particular, to take care of ourselves. This month is being celebrated as Suicide Awareness Month, and I'm thinking also about the memory of Hurricane Maria that was celebrated yesterday. 5 years ago, Hurricane Maria decimated, destroyed my lovely nature isle, the land of my birth, leaving behind her a trail of disaster, pain, uncertainty, frustration, anger, and many persons were at their wits' end. Many persons left, some returned, and today many persons are triggered. I listened to a father talking about the loss of two of his daughters, a 14-year-old and I believe either a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old. And he stated yesterday, as he was interviewed, that they are still in the same place, and there are so many memories of that awful time. And even one of his daughters still feels triggered. It is hard, he said, coping. And I'm thinking, we ought to honor ourselves, to take care. We need to look around and see those persons around us who are affected, who are vulnerable, who are triggered by memories such as Maria. I listened to another young lady who at the time had a 3-month-old, and she herself talked about being back in the space and sometimes recounting that night persons are triggered by many occurrences. Today, we need to honor ourselves by taking care of ourselves, and peradventure, if we can, assist another being in doing the same. We look after our health. We don't often look after our emotional and mental state. Being out here in the open is a way that I take care of myself. For the last couple of days, had been inside on account of Fiona and not feeling altogether well. Today I am grateful that I can be out here in the open, that I can engage in an activity that settles me, that balances me, that gives me a good feeling, that helps me go through better. And so I'd like to encourage all of you, all of us, even as Fiona has left some damage and death in Guadeloupe and is now doing the damage to Puerto Rico and possibly the DR as she goes through. Persons will be encountering some difficulty. We must honor ourselves by taking care of ourselves and honor those around us by assisting when we can. I've always said that there is only one of you, one of me, one of us, and we need to take care of ourselves, particularly emotionally and mentally. Have a beautiful Monday for those of you who are working, for those of us who have some time off. Find that thing or person that can assist when we feel that we are going under, when we feel that we are getting close to the edge. We need to do what we must. Even as the Queen is being honored on account of her service, honoring self by taking care is very important. And while I'm on that, I'd like to remind you that next month, October, God's willing, is recognized as Mental Health Awareness, particularly on the 10th of October. There's only one of you. There's only one of me. We must take care of ourselves. We must look out for the vulnerable persons around us and assist however we must and however we may and however we can. Have a beautiful day, everybody.